Earlier today here at McKale Center, Arizona beat number 5 UCLA 58-52. An underwhelming first half turned into an exciting second one. Here's what Tommy Lloyd and a couple of Wildcats had to say after the game.
It's good to see everybody. Obviously, came out on top in a hard-fought battle against a really good team, and I'm super proud of our guys. And over these seasons, you got to be able to win multiple ways. And obviously, UCLA, was able to get that game at their tempo, but I think we were comfortable the whole time. Maybe except for that last minute when we were trying to ride out that lead, but other than that, I think we were comfortable the whole time, which is a good sign. Good sign for our guys. And obviously I've been thinking a lot lately, about where we're at as a program, and me being in my second year, and obviously expectations and standards are really high, which is great, and I always welcome that. But I think about like Courtney, Ramey. When Dalen left us, which he 100% should have, so don't take that the wrong way. At the end of May, we were kind of stuck in a bind recruiting-wise, and things weren't coming easy. And, to be able to pull Courtney, Ramey, and, Cedric Henderson out of the transfer portal, I'm really thankful for those guys. I think Courtney Ramey this week, I don't know what his stats totally were or whatever, but his impact on the game was significant. He hit some dagger threes, and his defense was, outstanding in both games. So I'm super proud of those guys. Our program's going the right direction. And, hey, I'm all about winning the next game, and you guys know that. But, I just want to make sure I put that out there, that I'm thankful for, Courtney and Cedric for, believing in us and giving Arizona a chance, because they've really, really helped us. And then in Kylan, obviously the impact he's making right now, I'll put him in that same boat. I just think we got more aggressive. We got more aggressive. I think our guys got a little more attentive to the scouting reports. We take pride in trying to do a good job scouting and giving our guys advantages. And, I think our guys really embraced that, I think, even, you talk about the lineup change, bringing Pella off the bench. You're arguably bringing one of your better defenders off the bench who's very versatile. He can guard fours, he can guard point guards, he can guard centers. And Cedric's been playing with great defensive energy as well, kind of in that starting role. So, I just think the guys got a little more attentive, and I thought all along our team had real defensive potential. But, there's lots of ways to win games. And usually it's a cumulative effort between your offense, your rebounding, and your defense. And so I'm happy to see where we're at. And listen, I look at that score, and even though I don't have my glasses on right now, I can't see it where I wonder if they stopped the game at halftime, because it's in the 50s. So, we don't have many games in the 50s. But able to win a game in the 50s against a team like UCLA, it says something about our guys. I would say the best defensive weekend. I think you put the two games together. I think it was our best defensive weekend. Which two games? They're huge. You're going game by game, and you're in a conference, regular season conference, season. I told our guys I'm proud of them, and it means obviously UCLA's first loss, and we've had a couple, 3. So I told our guys, we still haven't earned the right to talk about a Pac-12 championship. You got to earn that right. And that's not something you talk about. And I don't talk about winning regular season championships. You don't just throw that statement out there. It's got to really, really, really mean something, and you got to really, really give yourself a chance. And, we took a step today, but you know what? We got to go up and play those Washington schools next week, and both of them, to be honest with you, got the better of us down here. So, so we got a lot of work to do. Yeah, he actually really saved us in the first half. Just, I think he went 8 of 10 from the line, and that really, when we were struggling offensively, and I think he had 8 of our 26 points were from the line. That's huge, and we've seen other games where he hasn't made, 8 of 10 from the free throw line. So Umar, he gets a ton of credit for hanging in there. I'm sure he wished he would have finished a little bit better, but he played great. That game's a battle. It's a crazy, physical, hand-to-hand combat type game, and he did a good job, and Zoo kind of responded in that second half as well. That it wasn't a goaltend. You know, I mean, that's I didn't get any explanation other than that it wasn't a goaltending. We had a great officiating crew, and you know, I was on them pretty hard tonight. You know, but they did a great job, and I have tons of respect for those officials. And if they, you know, reviewed it that long, and that's the conclusion they came with, I mean, I'm going to be okay with it. You know, I might have liked the foul, you know, on the first dunk, but they didn't call it. So I mean, you can't review that, and they claim there wasn't a foul, so they're probably right. I mean, I had no idea they shot that much. I mean, if you play great defense, probably pretty good, you know. And our guys, I thought, played great defense today. I thought they played great defense, and you know, we did a good job of trying to direct shots away from those guys. Even though they took 35 shots, we wanted those role players to see if they could impact the game, and they made a few plays. But I think our guys did a great job defensively and making it hard on them. Yeah, he's made huge progress. I mean, he and I are on the same page now, and you know, it was nothing intentional. He just had different habits, and you know, it takes time to kind of break down some of those habits and get on the same page with what we want to do. But he was, you know, tremendous. I mean, you know, he took on two, you know, all conference type point guards this weekend and did an exceptional job on both of them. Well, I mean, I just told guys, like, I'm tired of them sitting back. Like, start out possessions tough. Make it hard early in the possession and then ride it out. You know, you don't want to be a team that plays a first 10 seconds of a shot clock kind of soft and conservative and then think you can amp it up. You know, from Jump Street, let's go. That was my message. I mean, I didn't even realize that. I mean, probably not. I mean, for me, I mean, he was probably protecting Bona at that time, and you know, we put a lot of foul pressure, you know, in and at the rim, and you know, Umar's a tough guy. I mean, I don't know how many fouls he drew tonight. What's that say? 8? Yeah, looks like a 6 to me, but I don't have my glasses on. But yeah, he has an 8. So I mean, that's a problem for teams, and so you know, it gets us closer to the bonus. And you know, I wish we would have taken a little bit better advantage of that tonight, but we didn't. And yeah, I mean. I don't know if 4 on him is a turning point or not, because I mean, it looked like to me Bona got to play a lot in that second half, especially down the stretch of the game. Oh wow, we're getting. Yeah, I mean, it probably would have been one of those, you know, international kid, a junior college kid. You know, there used to be, you know, prep schools, you know, you used to recruit out of, and you know, that would be the deal. Or you would have taken a transfer and had him redshirt the year before, and so he'd be coming the next year. I mean, that was kind of how we used to do things. Oh yeah. Well, I save those for you and my one-on-ones. Oh, I mean, believe it or not, Bruce, I mean, I do always say day to day, but I also am running a tremendous program in an organization. So I'm always thinking big picture, you know, and but I think big picture, but I also understand the only way to be good in this business is being good day to day. You know, you can't be so focused on the big picture that you're missing the now. And I'm always looking big picture. We won. Great. You know, I mean, I told those other guys, hey, you know, this is how it goes, some of these games. And, you know, I think we need to tighten up that rotation a little bit. And, you know, we need an 8th and 9th guy to step up, but they got to earn it. Yeah, I mean, they were really pressuring us, and we couldn't, like, move the ball freely. So, you know, I mean, our guards, they got to take advantage of that. And you got to kind of fight force with force. You know, you see if you can pick up a hand-checking foul, see if you can drive a closeout and create an advantage. And, I mean, it was far from perfect, but for that most part in that offense, I mean, our offense I thought was pretty good in the second half until, you know, the last couple of minutes we were trying to nurse that lead. Well, I mean, you keep battling. You keep battling, and, you know, whether you try to strip the guy or, you know, maybe put a guy on the line here and there. I mean, you just keep battling, and, you know, we knew their bigs are really good players, but maybe not proficient finishers. So, you know, you just got to stay in the play. I mean, you're asking me crazy questions. I have no idea. Like, police? And well, hey, I told them keep their eyes on Bruce. That's what I told them. So I don't even notice. So hey, amazing crowd. And you know what? Amazing crowd. Noon tip. I mean, McKale was rocking, and we got a beautiful day in Tucson, and this is a special place to be, and hopefully everybody enjoys their night.
The biggest difference was the ball went in this week.
Oh.
Last week it didn't, but I got to credit to them. They kept telling me to shoot the ball. They kept giving me confidence, and when your teammates are telling you to shoot, you got no choice but to shoot the ball.
What stood out to you about what you feel like you guys defensively,
First of all, I would say we did a good job defensively. The game was in the 50s. That's not something that we're used to, but we did a good job on defense. And then for them, they're a great team. They took away a lot of things, but I just think we battled. And then our bigs played well, our guards played well. And we got some big-time production from our bench today, too.
When you guys have low-scoring games like this, what's noticeable about how you guys get to win as opposed to a high-scoring?
I don't know. You got this one. I don't know how to respond to that.
I mean, this was kind of like a Big 12 game for me, so I was kind of used to it. In the Big 12, games are like this. I know it's different for them. They're used to playing in the 80s and the 90s, but in the Big 12, games were in the 50s, 60s. So you have to be great down the stretch and just adjust during the game because the games are physical, and they're a physical team. I think we matched it today. But it's something that we can get better at, and we just showed tonight that we can play in the 50s, 60s, 70s, or 80s. So it was a good job by us.
I mean, yeah, our beginning was shaky, and I mean, they did a great job defensively. You know, what is it? Bona. He's a great player. He's a physical guy, but I think Omar did a great job there, and I gotta give a lot of credit to Omar for his free throws. They were like huge, so really proud of him, and Zoo too. To be honest, maybe he still had 14, but maybe the stat line is not what he's used to. But I'm just happy that he stick with it. And when we were up 3 halftime with Zoo having 2 points, I think we were in a good spot.
I mean, we still want to get good players good shots. We want them to make tough shots, and their 2 best players went 10 for.
No, more.
No, they made 5 shots apiece.
10
shots.
35 attempts.
Yeah, I was on the campaign. Good job. So they went 10 for 35. Credit to Kerr for the math. But,
Quick Eller math.
when you held the best players to that, it's going to be a tough night for them. And their role players had solid games too. I just think we did a good job just making it tough for them.
And you guys picked up 2 key wins on the pitch right back in the past 12 How big are these wins for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, no, obviously they were big wins. These are the wins that we have to win at home, especially. But I mean, we're not really thinking about the title race right now. Just gotta get better. We gotta clean up a lot of stuff, especially end of the game. We should have punched them out, but we were a little bit shaky with the press and stuff, even though we know it was coming. But yeah, we have a lot of things to clean up. But I'm really excited. I mean, it's fun. Obviously, it's, I would say, big rivalry, and sadly, there's not much left of it anymore since they're leaving soon. So, we're trying to get every piece of them that we can get, and I want to say something, but I can't say. Sorry.
Yeah, it was good just to play in the game. I asked Kerr before the game about the rivalry that's coming from a different league, and he told me how big it was. So I just wanted to experience it, and it was great on the court.
Yeah, I think we proved today that we can win low-scoring games. Everybody keep talking about our offense, but nobody really talks about how good our defense is. I think today we really proved it. We were really gritty. Courtney was on Tiger's ass. Kylan came, started pressing full court. So I'm really proud of the guys.
I mean, I just want to show that I can play both sides of the ball. That was kind of like my niche at Texas, is being a good on-ball defender. And they're great players, They made some tough shots today. So my job is just to make it tougher for them. So credit to them for being good players, too.
You guys,
I mean, every game could be a win. If we win 1-0, that'll still be a win. So that's big for us. I think Tommy came in the locker room and told us to be aggressive. Pella had some great jobs. Kerr did a good job. Sedge did a good job. I think our bigs just controlled the paint better in the second half. But if we're open, we're going to shoot the ball. If we're not open, we're going to try to get our bigs the ball. I just think today was a good team effort of just playing through all of the things that they took away. Just win the game. That was the biggest thing. The press came. We had some turnovers, but it's all things that we can fix. I mean, the biggest thing is to win the game. So.
I mean, we had 3 turnovers earlier, so one time it has to work, right? I mean, yeah, he basically won them the game on Thursday night, so we knew that he's the best shooter in the conference, so we had to take him down. He had few open looks there with miscommunication, but luckily for us he missed, but for sure we can clean that up more too.
Arizona will have a chance for some payback in its next game when they travel to Washington State next Thursday. The last time the two teams met on January 7th, the Cougars beat Arizona here at McKale. For GOAZCATS.com, I'm Madison Carney.